This is a reminder that your haters, anyone who despises you for no ultimate reason, are the same people that will drive your success. These people are very essential in your journey to reaching your goal. You need to have that odd denominator in order to spark something in your brain. Because if things were to just run smoothly, and large groups of people are supporting you, you constantly are getting a bunch of love, and that's just the consistent pattern, your brain is only ever going to get used to that, and you're most likely just going to follow the same flow you're going, and there isn't going to be much energy to push yourself because you see that everyone is just messing with you, so it's kind of like a whatever thing. But when you have people who oppose you, and there's like small groups of people who aren't liking what you're doing, and they're opposed to it, and they're attacking you, that is what gives you discipline. That right there is what pushes you even harder, and it makes you reach your ultimate version of yourself. That right there is the motivation. That is what we want. If you are getting haters, if you're getting people who are disliking what you're doing, and obviously large groups of people love what you're doing, that's jealousy. That is something you need to flex. That's something you should be heavily grateful for. If you have people who genuinely go out of their day and their time that they could be using towards something else, but they're using it towards you just to say some comments because you're doing something that they in their heart they cannot do, that they don't have the ability to, but they see that you can and you're doing it. That is a big thing. That right there shows that you are doing something that a normal person can't. There's a lot of people in this world that are insecure. Majority of people are insecure. But you, out of that group of people, you're doing something that the ordinary person can't. So, of course, you are going to trigger someone. It's not going to be sugar sweet and, lovey dovey and amazing all the time. You're going to have those people that won't like what you're doing. But the truth is, they wish that they were you. They genuinely wish that they were you. I will forever say that I am grateful for the people that dislike me, because I don't do anything to imply the energy of negativity. I genuinely pour my heart out to the people around me, and all I do is show love. So when I meet someone that doesn't like my energy, I I almost question it. It's almost like it's like why? And then when you ask these questions to them, they don't ever have a valid reasoning. They just quickly go to attacking you and your features and all of the obvious things. They don't go into depth, they don't go into detail, they don't go into the actual personality trait of things because they can't. There's no evidence to back up what they're going to say. And truly it feels like such a compliment when you have such large groups of people disliking you for quite literally just you doing you, and you just creating your art and you pushing it through your life. It makes you feel this type of power that you've never felt before, and it drives you to go even more insane because now you feel in your soul you have to prove them wrong. Even though we understand in the moment these people are just insecure, it still sparks something, and that spark is something that we all want. That right there is the motivation. It's like I could be sitting in bed and I don't feel like getting up, but something like that will really get me going, you know and it's because all of us as humans, we will always, at the end of the day, care a little bit. If someone says something to us, we'll care, we'll react a little bit to it, and it will tick something emotionally. That's just a normal human reaction. But how you react to it and how you go about it is very essential. If you are taking in hatred from other people and you are arguing with these people, you're going back and forth, you are wasting your time and you're allowing these people to steal your time, and you're just sitting there going one on one, trying to prove them like, no, you're wrong. Like, I'm like this, and why are you talking like that? That's embarrassment. You're embarrassing yourself. But if you take in these words that other people are telling you and you're just like, okay, thank you, and then you go and behind the scenes when they're not looking at you and you utilize that and you're like, okay, I got you, hold on, and then you implement that energy, that energy you got out of that into your artwork, yeah, like you're moving up the hill, like you are literally making it to the top. That is how you utilize it, you know. That's how you emotionally utilize things like that. You don't sit there and you be insecure about it, because when you argue with these people, you are now showing your insecurities because they have the ability to trigger something in you, and that right there satisfies them because they can feel like they're on the same level as you. Because, like I said, these are the same people that are insecure. So it comes down to understanding where these people are in life and knowing that if you are attracting groups like this, that you're doing something right. And you should love your haters. Like, I love my haters. Honestly, without my haters, I don't know if I'd have enough drive for any of the things I do, because these people keep me going. These people really keep me hustling. Like, and truly, I'm really grateful for that. And in life, I've already said it multiple times, there's going to be a negative force, there's going to be a positive force. That's just how life is. Life will always have its opposite factor, positive, negative. But these things ironically attract each other. We need these things. These things are what build us as human beings. So I really hope that what I spoke about helped a lot of you guys, because there was definitely a time in my life, when I was younger, of course. I'm only 21, but there was a time where genuinely I was going through this same cycle of just trying to prove people wrong, but reacting too emotionally and, wasting my time on these people, trying to go one on one. And there were times where I would cry myself to sleep. There were times where I would cry. My parents would see me cry because of how much it was getting into my head. But then I realized later, like, what am I upset for? I'm doing all of this hard work and it's triggering these people. That's a good thing. So that was enough for me to know that I'm now like this with my haters. I'm romantically like this with my haters. I love you guys. You guys mean the world to me. Anyways, I love you guys, and until the next video. Mwah. Bye.